I'm Annabelle, and welcome to Meeple Village. Today, we are going to be playing FunkoVerse. Now, the fun thing about this game is that you can mix and match characters from your collections. So today, I'm going to be sending the home team, Marty and Doug, against the away team. We're going to be facing Wonder Woman and a T-Rex. This should be very, very interesting. So just join me at the table and let's play FunkoVerse. Okay, the teams have arrived at the town square and are ready to go. Now, let's talk about the away team, or Team Wonder Woman and T-Rex. They've got a special die thanks to Wonder Woman, this red die that she can use to kind of help out. It's got a lot of defense and the 3 exclamation marks, and there is no failing with this one. So really good to have that one. Cooldown track, they are going to be first players today. Just what happened. That's just how it rolled. They got their pool of resources ready to go. And I gave the T-Rex the flare. See, he's holding it. Just because I think it's going to combo really well with his ability to draw people in. And then once someone's next to him, he gets to attack them. So that's that. And then for the home team, Marty and Doug, they start with their nice, super cool cooldown track that is reversible. You can flip it and get stuff out of there faster. Also, here's their pool of resources, and I gave Marty the hoverboard because of course. So he's gonna be able to move a little bit more every turn or every time it's available for him. So we'll see how that goes. Now, as far as the game board, I already put everybody at their starting places. We are playing the flag scenario. So I just went ahead and put all the points where they belong, as is listed on the rules of the scenario and the flags, and I positioned them where I want them to start. They're ready to go. Let's do this, guys. Here's some gameplay. The away team is ready to go, and I have to decide who do I want to go first. And I'm gonna choose Wonder Woman to go first, and what she's gonna do for her first action is just a basic action, move. She's gonna move 2 spaces, and that's one of her actions. For her second action, yes guys, I know it's not very exciting yet, but she's gonna go ahead and move again so she can block that point marker from everyone else. So there she goes. She is ready. Next turn, she can pick that up. But for now, her turn is over, so I will go ahead and put an exhaust marker on her, indicating that she is done. Now let's move to the home team. All right, my homies, let's move Marty first. Marty is going to go ahead and do a move action. Now, because of his hoverboard, when he's doing an action that includes a move, he may move 1 extra square. What she's gonna do right now, poof, there's that hoverboard. And if you do, place the hoverboard on the number 1 of their cooldown track. So there it is. Can't use it until he gets it back, which he will. So that was one of his actions. For his second action, you've guessed it, he's gonna go ahead and interact. He interacts with letter D, which goes on 4, and he gets the first point of the game. There he is. 5 more, and the home team is the winner. Now, that is the end of Marty's turn. I'm gonna go ahead and exhaust him. He's done his 2 actions. We move to the away team, where the T-Rex is ready to roar. All right, so Mr. T-Rex, he's got his flare. Not much that he can do with it now. He's gonna be able to a rival needs to be 3 spaces away from him. He'll go ahead and move 2 spaces for his first action, and he's just not close enough to that point marker. He'll have to move again. So let's do that. But next turn, they're gonna be getting some points, right? So exhaust the T-Rex and move to our other team. And Doc's ability, DeLorean, cannot be used on the first turn. So we're gonna forget about that. There's gonna be no flipping of the cooldown track. He, however, will go ahead and use his 88 miles per hour ability. It says move up to 4 squares in a straight line. This action may move Doug through rivals, but he can only use it once per turn. No problem, 1 is all that he needs. So we need to spend a blue resource, and it's gonna go on the number 3 of the cooldown track, and he gets to move up to 4. 1, 2, 3. 3 is all he needs, because guess what? For his next action, you guessed it, he's gonna interact with the letter B. And these guys already have 2 points to their names. As you can see, everyone is exhausted now, which means that it's the end of the round. First thing we do in the flag scenario is to check if any opponents have reached the other flags, but at this point no one has done that yet, so we can skip right through that. Now next we are going to move stuff down on the cooldown track. First player does that first, but they got nothing on there yet. Then we move to the other team and the hoverboard comes down and everything else moves down. So Marty's ready to use the hoverboard again next turn. Now we take all of the exhaust markers, so they're ready, refreshed, and the first turn marker flips over and the home team is now first. The first thing Marty's going to do is use the Fix the Timeline ability. It says place Marty on the nearest square that contains a point marker. So that will be this one. Hello, Wonder Woman. Goes on the 3. And now here's the thing. He can pick that point up or he can fight Wonder Woman. And I would love to show you guys a fight right now, but I think if I don't pick that up, she's going to pick it up. So I'm going to go ahead and interact with this, giving me another point. They're already halfway there, guys, in the second turn. This is the go team. This is the great Back to the Future. Here we go again. We're going to conquer the town square. But with that said, Marty's now exhausted and we move to the away team, and Wonder Woman is like, you know what, buddy? I've had enough of you. That point was mine and you took it away from me. I don't know if Wonder Woman talks like that actually, but you know what I'm saying. So for her ability, she's going to fight for justice, right? Let's see, it goes on the number 3 of the cooldown track. It says move 2, challenge 1. So first, let's go in order. First she can move 2, so she'll just move right here just to get closer to the flag. And then after she moves, she is going to go ahead and say, buddy, I'm going to challenge you. It's a challenge 1, but that's not all. Increase the challenge by a number equal to the target's defense. So the target's defense is 2, so it's 1 plus 2. So she's rolling 3, and if she wants, she can use her passive ability. When Wonder Woman or an adjacent ally would roll die, you may add the champion die, but she won't because she's got a plan. She's going to hold on to that die for later. So she's going to be rolling 3 and Marty rolls 2. Let's see how this goes. First, let's roll for Wonder Woman, the attacker. She's got 2 hits and that's a miss. And then let's see if Marty can defend. And actually he can. Wow, that was great. So nothing happens. Now Wonder Woman has to decide if she wants to spend more time trying to defeat Marty. And maybe she should have used that red die. My plan was to knock him down and then knock him out completely, get him out of the game so she could earn some points. But it didn't work out. I think because of that, she can move 2 and get closer to the flag, but it's so far away. You know what? She's just gonna knock him down. Let's do this. So she's gonna do a basic action, which is a challenge 2 action, and she can just add the die. Is it add? When one was adjacent, you may add the champion die. Okay, so let's add the die. So, and Marty is rolling 2 again, trying to defend. Okay, Wonder Woman is rolling 3. Let's see. Okay, she's got 4 hits. And Marty says, you got me. He got 1 defense. So Marty is now knocked down. Okay, that's gonna slow him down a little bit. Okay, now Wonder Woman is exhausted, so she spent all of her actions just getting Marty knocked down. And it is Dog's turn. What is Dog gonna do? Okay, well, Dog wants to make sure that this T-Rex doesn't get too close to him. So let's see. He is going to move 1, 2. That's his first action. And for his second action, I think he's gonna move again. Yeah, no, he's gonna do Great Scott. This T-Rex is gonna come and get me though. Kind of scared of that. I don't think I can get away from him anyways. He's gonna be brave. All right, so Great Scott, choose up to 2 tokens, items, or characters on your cooldown track. Shift them down 1 and everything else up 1. Okay, so I can choose up to 2 and shift them down 1. I'm gonna shift down, you'll see why. I'm gonna shift down this one. No. I'm gonna shift down. Yeah, I'm gonna shift that one down. No, I'm gonna shift this one down, and everything else gets to go up. So, and he needs to spend. This goes on the 1 of the cooldown track because he did that. Okay, now he is going to be exhausted, but he's still standing, so he's gonna use the DeLorean. If Doug is standing when he becomes exhausted, you may flip your cooldown track. Okay, let's do that. Let's flip this. Awesome. Time traveling activated. Very cool. Now we move to the away team where T-Rex is ready to go for the next one. So 1, 2, 3. All right, he can't use the flare because it says choose a square within 3 to pull a standing rival that can see that square 2 spaces towards him. But he can move, and he will. 1, 2. And that's one action. For his second action, he is going to go ahead and use that flare. So in order to use the flare, we choose a square within 3, this is within 3, and pull a standing rival 2 spaces towards the square. You need to do it 1 time. This goes on the 3 of the cooldown track, so right there. And now that that's happened, it triggers the T-Rex's ability. So his ability, the predatory instincts. While standing, if a standing rival ends a move adjacent to the T-Rex, you may place a red resource from your ability token pool on the 1 of your cooldown track to do a challenge 2 against that rival. So challenge 2, here we go. Oh, it just got used, so it should be here. I'm sorry, I forgot to put that. After she used it, it went on the 2 of the cooldown track. The T-Rex is rolling 2. Doc is rolling 2 as well. All right, first let's roll for the T-Rex. He gets nothing. Nothing at all. What kind of T-Rex are you? All right. And Doc gets 1 defense anyways. So nothing happens. And yeah, the T-Rex has used all of his actions, so he must be exhausted now. Not a very good turn, but they did get Marty down, so that was good. So at the end of the round, again, we check if anyone's around the flags, but no one's still around the flags. So we move on to moving everything down. First, the first player does it. So we're gonna move these things down and they get placed back on the board. I believe D goes there. And B goes right here. Ready to be picked up again. And then this gets returned. Everything else comes down. We unexhaust everybody. And first player passes to the away team. And Wonder Woman is going to take advantage that they're first to see if she can finally get rid of Marty. Pesty Marty. So she's going to go first. And she is going to, I think she's just going to use a basic attack. Although that could be risky now that she doesn't have the red die. But we'll try it anyways. So she rolls 2 and Marty rolls 2. She gets 1 hit on Marty. And Marty gets 3 defense. Wow. Back to the Future team for the win. Okay, well, she really wants to get that point. So, and she wants Marty out of the map. That way he can't do anything this turn. So she's going to go ahead and use resource to do Fight for Justice. It goes on the 3. She gets to move 2, not that she needs to. So now she's just going to go ahead and challenge 1 increase by the defense. So she's rolling 3 to Marty's 2. Hopefully, statistically speaking, she should have the upper hand. Come on, you're Wonder Woman. Do something. Okay, this is more like it. Wonder Woman has 5. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 hits. Okay, Marty, try and defend. I don't think he can. Well, he could get 2 doubles. But he didn't. He got 1. So Marty has been completely knocked out. So what happens when you get knocked out is you take him and he goes on the 1 of the cooldown track. So for sure this turn, Doc doesn't want to use his ability to flip the cooldown track because Marty would be all the way on number 4 if he did that. So we're not doing that. But Wonder Woman, it took her 2 actions, but she managed to knock him out, and that gives her a point. Very important. So now it's the home team. So Marty's out, but I can still exhaust him to kind of wait things out and see what the other team's going to do. But I have a T-Rex on my tail, so I definitely don't want to do that. I want to get to that point, even if it means that the T-Rex comes after me. So the first thing that Doug is going to do is he's going to move 1, 2, as far away from the T-Rex as possible. And then for his second action, he's going to interact and get another point. That puts him to 4. And now he is exhausted. The T-Rex. Okay, well, the T-Rex is very mad that that point was taken from him. But he sees that there's another point up there. And it's about getting points to win, right? You have to get points to win. I don't know if he... You know what? He's going to go chump. Let's do this. So he's going to move first. 1, 2. Hello, Doc. And then for his next action, he's going to chump. Challenge 4. If the challenge knocks out a character, you can shift a red ability token off of your cooldown track. Okay? Knocks out a character. It's not going to knock him out. It's going to knock him down, unfortunately. But okay. Let's see. And Doc rolls 2. Let's roll for the big guy first. Mr. T-Rex gets 5 hits on Doc. There it is. And Doc says 1.21 gigawatts. Uh-oh, he gets nothing. That means that Doc is knocked down. But don't worry, he gets knocked down, but he'll get up again. And that was it for the T-Rex. Marty still hasn't been exhausted, but there's nothing much that he can do. We'll just go ahead and exhaust him. That ends the round. 4-1. Let's see what happens, guys. The Wonder Team can still make it. Now, for the end of the round, the first thing that we're going to do is check the flags. No one around the flags. We move on. Everything comes down out of the cooldown track. We'll start with the first player. So over here first. They get their die back, and everything else comes down. And then Marty gets out of here, and he has to be placed at one of his starting locations. He'll go here to be close to that. This gets returned to the resource pool, and letter C gets put back, goes right here, next to Wonder Woman. How convenient. Okay, exhaust tokens are out. First player marker comes back to the home team, and the first thing that's going to happen, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Marty can go and assist so that Doc can do something this turn, but he can also come and get that point, and it is all about the points. So sorry, Doc, you're on your own. So he's going to move 1, 2, and the hoverboard is going to let him move 1 extra one. We'll put that back here, and for his second action, he'll interact and get another point, and now he's exhausted. Now, the T-Rex is going to try to get this guy. So now they got their die back, so that's great, but they're not adjacent, so he won't be able to use it. He can only use the red die if Wonder Woman is adjacent to him. But he'll do a, can't do any more chomp actions because there are no red ability tokens available. He'll just have to do a basic challenge 2 ability. So here's his 2, and Doc rolls 2. Let's see how this goes. Rolling for the T-Rex first. He gets 1 hit. And Doc defends. Doc defends with 3, so yeah. I think the T-Rex is going to do it again, though. It's going to try again. Challenge 2, here we go. He got 1 hit again. Oh my. And Doc says, you can't keep me down. He's got 1 defense, that's enough for nothing to happen to him. Okay, the T-Rex is now exhausted, and the only thing Doug can do if he's down is to get up. So he can get up right where he was at. He can't use the ability to flip the DeLorean because he has to be standing when he gets exhausted to be able to do that. So he won't be able to do that, but he's up and ready for one more point. Let's move to the away team where Wonder Woman is like, well, you know, you put a point right in front of my face, I'm just gonna go take it. So for the first action, she's gonna interact and get a point. And then for the second action, she cannot do much of as far as attacking with her special abilities. So she's just gonna move 2 towards that flag. There she goes. Oh, she just fell. There she is. Okay, and she's exhausted. Everyone is exhausted. So end of the round. The end of the round, first we check for the flags. Still nothing there. Next, we are going to move everything down. The hoverboard comes back. Everything else gets moved down. And on this side, the flare gets back to the T-Rex. Everything else just gets pushed down. And we move the exhaust tokens out. And the Wonder Team gets to go next. So, shall we try to get Doc knocked down again? I say we should. First, he's gonna just use a basic ability, but now he can't use the red dice. So let's try it. So he's gonna roll 2, and Doc's gonna roll 2. Rolling for the T-Rex first. He gets 1 hit. Rolling for Doc. Doc gets no defense. So because he got no defense, he is now down. Now, here's where it gets interesting. For the second action, we're gonna use Chump. It's a challenge 4, and Doc is still rolling just those 2. Remember, if the challenge knocks out Doc, we can shift one of these things out, completely out of the cooldown track, which will be great because we just got one all the way up on number 4. So let's do it. Rolling for the T-Rex. He gets 2 hits. Not the best, but let's see. Let's see if it's enough. Doc gets 4 defense. These people, they have no luck. So Doc is down but not out. And that exhausts the T-Rex. So that's that. He could not get Doc out of the picture. Now we move to the other team, to the home team, and I think we can win this. Can we win this? Yes, we can. If we use Marty to fix the timeline. It says place Marty on the nearest square that contains a point marker. That goes on the 3, and the closest one is right here. It's far, but it's the closest one. And then for his second action, he can interact. And guess what, guys? 6 points, just like that. The home team got it. Well, guys, there you have it. That was a full run through of FunkoVerse. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you noticed any rule scoops, let me know in the comments below. I hope you watch our next video, but until next time, may you play more games.